بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله تعالى نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تبارك وتعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله تعالى فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى، وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم، وبارك اللهم على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. ما زلنا في شرح الحديث السابع في باب النية، رياض الصالحين، الإمام النووي رحمه الله تعالى. وما زلنا نتكلم في أهمية القلب، وأن القلب محل نظر الرب تبارك وتعالى، مما يجعله محل هجوم الشيطان. فالحديث قال فيه صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن الله لا ينظر إلى أجسادكم ولا إلى صوركم، ولكن ينظر إلى قلوبكم، وفي رواية ينظر إلى قلوبكم وأعمالكم. Prophet ﷺ said, verily Allah does not look at your bodies, nor does He look at your shapes, but He looks at your hearts, and He looks at your deeds. We spent a great deal of time speaking about the importance of protecting one's heart from the harm, especially from the attacks of الشيطان. فالنبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وهو من هو كان يخاف على قلبه. فقد أخرج الترمذي عن أنس قال: كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يكثر أن يقول، وأنس كما تعلمون خدم النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم 10 سنوات، فهو من الذين لازموه وتعلموا منه. Anas radiallahu anhu spent 10 years with the Prophet ﷺ. He learned from him a great deal. He said that the Prophet ﷺ, he would say a lot, يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلبي على دينك. O turner of the hearts, subhanallah, keep my heart steadfast on your religion. قال فقلت، وهذه رواية أظن أن الأغلب لم يعهدوها، and it's not a رواية that everyone is accustomed to. قال أنس رضي الله عنه: يا رسول الله، آمنا بك وبما جئت به، فهل تخاف علينا؟ O Messenger of Allah, we believe in you, in what was revealed to you. Are you worried about us? فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم: نعم، إن القلوب بين أصبعين من أصابع الله يقلبها كيف يشاء. Verily the hearts are between 2 of the fingers of Allah, and He turns them the way that He pleases subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ, all the time he would make the supplication for Allah ta'ala to keep his heart steadfast on the religion. And this, wallahi ya ikhwan, it's so crucial for us to keep in mind that a person's heart can be turned within minutes or hours because of a sin or a transgression that a person commits. That's why the Imam, as Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala, had a whole bab, سماه أن الإيمان يزيد بالطاعة وينقص بالمعصية. The Iman increases with obedience to Allah Ta'ala, and it decreases with the acts of transgression. So this is exactly what the Prophet ﷺ is talking about. Oh Allah, increase us in good deeds so that our hearts will the iman in our hearts does not decrease, but it increases. It remains steadfast on your religion. وحديث خرجه الحاكم في مستدركه عن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص قال صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الإيمان لا يخلق في جوف أحدكم كما يخلق الثوب. وهذا يعني شبيه بالحديث الذي ذكرته في الخاطرة السابقة. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم, النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said that iman gets old in the hearts of one of you, just like a thawb or a piece of fabric or clothes that you wear get old. فاسألوا الله تعالى أن يجدد الإيمان في قلوبكم. So ask Allah Ta'ala to renew the iman in your hearts. And this is something that I know the majority of us sometimes neglect to do. This is crucial, ya ikhwan, that we ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, on a daily basis, to renew the iman, to renew the faith in our hearts. Because it's very true. And if our iman is not taken care of on a daily basis, it will decrease and it goes very low. SubhanAllah. And that's why it's important the times of salawat, attending the lectures, attending Jum'ah. That's what recharges the battery of your heart, the battery of your iman. That's how your iman increases. And of course, all the good deeds that you're able to do, all of that increases your iman. وثبت في صحيح مسلم أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال اللهم مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا على طاعتك. O Allah, the controller of the hearts, direct our hearts towards your obedience. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala direct our hearts towards His obedience subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we go back to what we were talking about yesterday, that the shaitan tries to put doubts in the hearts of the son of Adam, exactly for that, to decrease their iman and to attack and put doubt in their tawheed. But one of the best ways to push that away from yourself is to remember and to contemplate and ponder upon the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you remember, we had a khutbah about the last 10 of Ali Imran and how beautiful those ayat, how beautiful of a reminder it is for the believer. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, whenever he woke from his sleep, it's the first thing he would do. He would recite these 10 ayat of Ali Imran that start with إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لَآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Verily in the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alternation of the day and the night and the day, there's some ayat, some signs for people of understanding. SubhanAllah. فيعني التفكر في خلق الله تبارك وتعالى في آلائه, to ponder upon the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one of the ways to get rid of shak, any kind of doubt that the shaitan puts in the person's heart, subhanAllah. And also, the second thing that the shaitan tries to put in the person's heart, and this is more dangerous than the shak, فإنه shirk. And he tries for the shak, doubt, and he tries for a shirk as well, to put, subhanAllah, the concept of ascribing partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in worship. وتعلمون أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ذكر عن ربه تبارك وتعالى في حديث أبي هريرة قال صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الله عز وجل حديث القدسي أنا أغنى الشركاء عن الشرك من عمل عملا أشرك فيه معي غيري تركته وشركه. I am the most self-sufficient when it comes to any kind of partner. So whoever gives me, does a deed and gives me any kind of partner in it, I will leave him and his shirk. And subhanAllah. And that indication, clear indication of this, the brothers that attend my lectures I talk about the Aqidah Allah, the concept of Tawheed and Shirk. Yani if you do a deed and you do it 99% for the sake of Allah and 1% for something else. And a clear example of that, and subhanAllah, from the daily life, from the realities, is when a person comes to the masjid, and I gave this example before, and he happens to be alone, and he's praying 2 rakats. And mashallah, yani, he does it in a way that he expressed the FedEx way. Yeah? Or there's DHL, I'm doing the commercial for all these companies. So then all of a sudden he feels like there's someone that might be coming in. And then all of a sudden we go from FedEx to the tortoise rhythm. He's going to take his time. MashaAllah, the ruku' becomes perfect and the sujood, because he feels like there might be somebody looking at him. That's one of the examples that, subhanAllah, yeah, you're praying for the sake of Allah. Allah knows how much is the percentage that's for the sake of Allah, but if it is 1% for the sake of something else or somebody else, but that's shirk, subhanAllah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants no part in it. And He will take no part in it. The whole deed will be nullified. ألم يقل الله عز وجل في سورة النساء مرتين إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Verily Allah does not forgive that partners are taken with Him in worship, and He will forgive that which is lesser in gravity to whoever He wills. سبحانه وتعالى. فالشرك يعني من أعظم الذنوب. سبحان الله. يعني لأن كما قال أهل العلم ووضع العبادة في غير موضعها. Remember this concept. The shirk, it is one of the biggest sins, because you are putting the worship outside of its rightful place. The worship should be directed only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any kind of worship that is directed to anyone besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then a person is in great danger. Now, one of the examples that we see people falling into worship, a form of worship, is these people that are famous singers and celebrities, and people are like following them like crazy, and when they see them they start crying and screaming. We've seen that with people that get extremely famous. That is a form of worship that these people will get punished for. Unfortunately, Muslims fall in that. I was just talking to one of our brothers here, and he said that in one of the countries, one of the Muslim countries, they were a group of young people that went to a Quran competition, and they cleaned it up. MashaAllah, they got every category. Same country. When they came back, there were probably about 3 or 4 people waiting for them at the airport. But a female singer came to the same country, and there were about 5,000-6,000 people, with flowers, and gifts, and you name it, the whole 9 yards. SubhanAllah. Allahu Akbar. يعني المقاييس كلها قلبت. All the measures, the true measures of things are upside down. SubhanAllah. Going back to the shirk is putting the worship where it does not belong. Ibn Abbas رضي الله عنهما قال لما نزلت آية الله تبارك وتعالى، قوله تبارك وتعالى الذين آمنوا ولم يلبسوا إيمانهم بظلم أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون. The ones that believed and did not mix their belief with, and the word that was used is dhulm, meaning oppression. They did not mix their iman with oppression. Those will have the safety, and those are the ones who are guided. The Sahaba, radiallahu anhu, كما قال ابن عباس قال شق ذلك على الناس وقالوا إن جاءوا إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قالوا يا رسول الله فأينا لا يظلم نفسه. This was difficult to stomach for the Sahaba. They came to the Prophet, who from amongst us does not oppress himself or oppress others for that matter. Kufr. All of us have mistakes. Subhanallah. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم إنه ليس الذي تعنون أي إنه ليس الذي فهمتم. ألم تسمعوا ما قال العبد الصالح أي لقمان في سورة لقمان يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. قال إنما هو الشرك. سبحان الله. وهذا دليل على يعني ضد الذين يعني يقولون أنا سأقرأ كتاب الله ونفهم لغة العرب فسأشرحه بنفسي. This is a proof against the ones that say I will read the book of Allah and I'll be able to explain it myself. And there are many of them. يعني واحد يكون له شيء من الثقافة كما يقول مثقف ويعني ويفهم اللغة يقول أنا والله أشرح هذا الكتاب بنفسي. I will read the book of Allah and I will understand it myself. I don't need to look at the Ibn Kathir and all that stuff. I don't need it. I can understand it myself. And I'm telling you, the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, when the ayah was revealed, they didn't understand. And they had to go to the Prophet and he explained to them. They thought that it was oppression, but actually what is meant here is a shirk. Inna shirka la dhulmun azim. The shirk is a grievous or a tremendous oppression, subhanAllah. وكما تعلمون أن الشرك الأكبر محبط للعمل كله. The major shirk will nullify a person's deeds completely, subhanAllah. ألم يقل الله عز وجل مخاطبا نبيه صلى الله عليه وسلم ولقد أوحي إليك وإلى الذين من قبلك لئن أشركت ليحبطن عملك ولتكونن من الخاسرين. Allah Ta'ala addressing none other than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the final messenger, the best man that ever walked the earth. He said it was revealed to you, O Muhammad, and to the ones that came before you, that if you were to take any partners with Allah in worship, if you were to commit shirk, then all of your deeds will be null and void, and you will be from the losers. وحديث أبي بكر كلكم يعرفه. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم ألا أنبئكم بأكبر الكبائر. سبحان الله. Shouldn't I tell you about the biggest of the major sins? قالوا بلى يا رسول الله. They said, of course, by all means, يا رسول الله, we want to know. قال الإشراك بالله وعقوق الوالدين وكان متكئا فجلس فقال ألا وقول الزور وشهادة الزور وقول الزور وظل قال الصحابة وظل يرددها حتى قلنا ليته سكت. Prophet said, shouldn't I tell you about the biggest of the major sins? No? You got the major sins already, that's a dangerous category, and you have the biggest of all of them. He said, Ya Rasulullah, of course we'd like to know. He said, Al-Ishraku billah, to commit shirk, to fall in shirk, to ascribe partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَعُقُوقُ الْوَالِدَيْنِ, and to be undutiful, undutifulness to the parents. Then he was laying down, and he sat up, and he said, and that signifies what? What is coming is dangerous. What is coming is scary. Pay attention to this next one. SubhanAllah. And he said, false statement and false testimony. False statement and false testimony. He kept repeating it over and over and over until the Sahaba said, we wish he would stop. ولكن تعلمون وهذه من رحمة الله تبارك وتعالى أن أغلب الشرك الذي يعني تقع فيه هذه الأمة هو شرك الرياء. The most rampant and widespread form of shirk in which the members of this ummah fall in is the shirk of al-riyad. Nevertheless, it is shirk and it's dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as the major shirk. وقد أخرج الترمذي عن محمود بن لبيد رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن أخوف ما أخاف عليكم الشرك الأصغر. The thing that I fear for you the most is the small shirk. قالوا يا رسول الله وما الشرك الأصغر? They said, Ya Rasulullah, what is as soon as I see the shaykh, inshallah, he's not here yet. So They said, what is the shirk al-asghar? What is the small shirk? قال الرياء. سبحان الله. يقول الله عز وجل لهم، يعني أهل الرياء يقول لهم يوم يجازي العباد بأعمالهم: اذهبوا على الذين كنتم تراءون في الدنيا فانظروا هل تجدون عندهم جزاء. يا الله، اذهبوا على الذين كنتم تراءون في الدنيا فانظروا هل تجدوا عندهم جزاء. سبحان الله. يعني والله, he said, what a deep statement. The Prophet said that the thing that I fear for this ummah the most is the small shirk. They said, what is it? The small shirk? He said that al-riya, showiness. The people of showiness are told on the day of reckoning, go to the people that you were showing off for, see if they have any kind of reward for you. فنسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يطهر قلوبنا من الشرك والرياء. نسأله تبارك وتعالى أن يتقبل منا منكم صالح الأعمال، إنه ولي ذلك والقادر عليه وهو الكبير المتعال. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وجزاكم الله خيرا.